Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Ed here from Ever Faster Racing, and in this video we will be doing a short race at the Red Bull Ring on F1 2020 because this weekend is the F1 Styrian Grand Prix and the first time that F1 has done a doubleheader at the same track. We saw a very exciting race last weekend, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how the teams have adapted to the problems that they had at that race. So this will be a 25% race, and we will be starting from the back as Valtteri Bottas, who won the last race in the Mercedes W11. Now, as you can see, this car is still silver, as the Mercedes changed their livery not long before the game was released, but this will probably be changed in a patch soon enough. This will also be my first video on a race of F1 2020. If you want to see more content, you can check out my circuit guides on Hanoi and Zandvoort on the channel. So now, let's get down to the grid. So here we are on the grid at the Red Bull Ring. You can see the firelights coming on now for the Styrian Grand Prix, and the lights are out now as we get quite an okay start compared to the Williams ahead of us. Definitely want to try and get past those as quickly as possible as we go 3 wide into turn 1 with the Williams. You can see here, so quite a risky move being sandwiched in the middle here, and then we do actually manage to get them both into turn 1. So that's up to P18 now, past both the Williams, as we've got the Alfa Romeo of Raikkonen and the Haas of Magnussen ahead of us, and Raikkonen goes for a dive bomb move on pretty much everybody as we do just take turn 3 quite slowly there, as we actually do manage to get past most of the Haas cars there. You see we're using the new overtake mode on the F1 2020 game. That is a new feature as opposed to like the kind of 5 modes, 5 ERS modes. Actually it was like 6 ERS modes if you count the one where you have 0, which was a little bit unrealistic, but they've now just got the overtake button now. So you can see we're just behind Norris here, coming into turn 6, I believe this is. So we're trying to just stick by him, seeing if we can get past him at any point. It's probably best to do that. Up into Rich Mix, we're still on lap 1, we wouldn't get much out of the engine. We're going to make the pass into turn 9. Of course we're going to make the pass into turn 9, just like we did last video. I'm not quite sure. Can't quite remember who it was on, but yeah, we actually messed up a little bit turn 10 as a result of that though, but we do manage to press our overtake button again to kind of negate the fact that we lost a little bit of time there. So on to lap 2 we go now. We're behind the Alfa Romeo of Kimi Raikkonen now, going down the straight into turn 2 and 3. I'm going to see if we can make a little bit of a pass here, because the Mercedes does have a lot better brakes than most of the field. As you can see, we actually do manage to make the pass there. As the car gets a little bit out of shape, but we do manage to correct it. So yeah, still no DRS available on lap 2. We need to wait until lap 3 for that. I was up behind the Renault of Daniel Ricciardo as we make a nice dive bomb move into turn 4, and that gets us past Ricciardo there. So as you can see, we're coming out onto lap 3 now, so DRS is enabled. You can see that as we come up on the Alpha Tauri of Daniel Kvyat. It's nice to see this car in the F1 2020 numbers. We completely lose the car there almost putting it into the barrier there, but we do get the DRS, do get overtake mode on that, so we do managed to kind of make up for that mistake. So as we can see, we're going to make the dive bomb move. Kvyat locks up, so we do manage to go for it, as Kvyat was very slow there. We go on to the straight. DRS still enabled because I think we were behind Daniel Kvyat on the DRS detection zone. We've got the yellow flags up ahead, so I was going to make the pass on Stroll, but we unfortunately can't because of the yellow flags up ahead. And I believe it is actually Charles Leclerc, who I think had an engine failure. I wasn't quite sure. I did not manage to see the replay of that, but I'm pretty sure it was an engine failure. So yeah, as we're coming on to lap 4 now, we've still got the DRS on Lance Stroll. As we're going to try and make a dive bomb move, but Stroll does block us off there. This is for a points position, you can see, as we go side by side down the straight into turn 4. Side by side with the Racing Point, who also has the same Mercedes engine as us, but obviously we've got the much better kind of package the Mercedes has, as we do manage to get him passed on the outside of turn 4, which was quite nice. Back onto lap 5 now, as we've got DRS on Carlos Sainz and the McLaren now, as they again try and go for the dive bomb. We actually do make it work, even though Sainz does kind of block us off a little bit, but he does manage to get a much better exit out the outside of that corner, but we do manage to get the overtake button, and this is just how much the overtake button matters, because you can see we're pulling a long way ahead. He was going to probably make the corner before us if we hadn't done overtake mode on that. So yeah, definitely a very good feature, and one I'll be using quite a lot, but again it does take a lot out of the ERS. On Antonio Giovinazzi now into turn 1. Again, we've got the DRS in. We try and make a move around the outside. We do have to extend the track a little bit. We don't get a warning for it, I assume, because we were side by side with another driver. But yeah, we do manage to make that work on Pierre Gasly now, as we're all over the rear end of him. We're going to have to try and make the pass into turn 7, I think this is, and I think we do make it work, and yes we do, as we get kind of change of strategy there. It's just I think it's pitting a little bit earlier than we should have, but I am all for that. As we come on to lap 7 now, we're behind 6th place Sergio Perez, and we do make a quite a simple move into turn 3, and yeah, there's pretty not much going on there. Definitely much more power than the Racing Point has, does Mercedes. Then on to lap 10, this is our pitting, the lap where we do pit. We do actually make that up a lot of time on Esteban Ocon. We're right behind him now, but we do have to pit this lap, so we are going to have to kind of let that battle go and try and see if we can jump him in the pit stops. You see Ocon does stay out, but Albon goes in, so we follow Albon into the pits. So hopefully we do get a good pit stop so we can jump Ocon, but again we might actually be able to jump Albon if he does get a bad pit stop and we get a good one. So into the pit lane we go, holding the clutch down and then revving the engine up now, and then we do get a 2.6 second pit stop, so that's pretty okay, as we do not get ahead of Albon. We do get, I think we get a little bit closer to him though. So that's all right. So we can pass the pit limiter line there and onto the straight now, and then we're going to put all our engines back up now. Overtake mode on and rich mix on. See if we can try and catch up to Alex Albon, and also trying to get a very good lap time so we can get Esteban Ocon in the pits. So going on to lap 12 at the end of the straight now. DRS on and rich mix on as well. Overtake mode on as well, as we get past Albon easily there on the inside of turn 1, and I think we do jump Esteban Ocon in the pits, so that is quite good. Up to P4 now, so he definitely could get a podium on lap 15. We're actually behind Sebastian Vettel now. This is for a podium position. As you can see, coming into turn 1, I think we're trying to get a much better exit. DRS on while Vettel doesn't, so we're going to have a much bigger advantage here, and I think we're just going to breeze past Vettel here. No need for a dive bomb overtake. We're ahead of him even before the braking zone, so yeah, quite an easy little overtake there. As now we've got Max Verstappen ahead of us, so maybe we can catch up to him. As we come on to the last lap, we're right up behind Max Verstappen. Going into turn 1, I'm going to try the outside line. It usually doesn't work, but we do manage to just about make it work on the curbs there, as we do manage to get ahead of Max Verstappen into second place. So I don't think we're going to catch up to Hamilton. He's like 5.5 seconds ahead, so yeah, that's probably not going to work. As we come onto the straight now, it's probably the main thing now is just keeping Max Verstappen behind us and just trying to save the engine. We've not got much fuel left, and our ERS is still okay, so we can use overtake a little bit if we want to. I'm just saving it in case Max Verstappen does manage to catch up to us in the remaining few bits of the lap. So yeah, not much of the lap left now. Coming through turn 6, as you can see the medium tyres still going strong pretty much, but again a little bit worn, so trying to keep those in check, try not to spin out on the last lap. Definitely would not want that to happen, and so I think Hamilton would cross the line any moment now, and so it's going to make it at a Mercedes W11 as we're coming through the penultimate corner and into the final corner now. As you can see, there is confirmation Hamilton does get the win. You can see I extended turn 10 a little bit there, as we do get P2 and then a Mercedes W12.
Take care of the car on the way in.
So that's going to end off today's mini F1 Styrian Grand Prix video. The real one is this weekend, so yeah, let's hope for an even more exciting race than last weekend, if we can even get that. Definitely my favourite bit was Lando Norris getting on the podium for his first F1 podium, so yeah, that was pretty good. So that's been enough for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And also comment down below any feedback or suggestions for future videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.